If a woman cheats for the first time, there are three main fears she faces. So, what is the biggest fear for a woman after her first affair? The three women below have shared their feelings. Fear of being kicked out with nowhere to go. Lisa, 32, shared that she had been married for 10 years. From dating to marriage, the relationship was great. However, over time, marital life became increasingly stressful, making the relationship suffocating. Whenever there was a problem, neither side was willing to compromise or yield, leading to endless arguments. Lisa began to doubt whether her husband truly loved her anymore, and this is when she started cheating. She admitted that she wasn't ready to end her marriage, but was instead seeking something new and different. Once the affair happened, she became extremely anxious and fearful, worried that her husband would find out and throw her out of the house. Lisa was also concerned that the extramarital relationship wouldn't be reliable. The thought of having nowhere to go made her deeply anxious, but at the same time, she didn't want to end her affair. Thus, she remained trapped in a web of confusion, fear of children finding out. Although their relationship had deteriorated over the years, Emma stayed with her husband for the sake of their children. Emma's relationship with her husband started to decline in middle age. There were no major arguments, but they were more like strangers than a couple. It seemed they had passed the stage of fighting, leaving only silence and coldness. Emma and her husband started sleeping in separate rooms, with minimal communication or affection. As she spent more time focusing on herself, the inevitable happened: an affair. Emma was terrified that her children would discover her infidelity. Every time she looked at her husband and children, she felt a deep sense of guilt, fear that the husband will ruin her reputation. Sarah's husband had a volatile temper. Even after years of marriage, he still had a tendency to lose control, which was something she despised about him. His impulsive nature often led to violent arguments, where he would throw things and shout. He also drank and smoked, which made her want to end the marriage immediately. However, after years of being together, she couldn't bring herself to leave. Sarah had considered divorce multiple times. But both families always encouraged them to work things out. To escape her suffocating life, Sarah sought comfort in an affair, hoping to find someone more compatible. But deep down, she was afraid that if her husband discovered her infidelity, he would impulsively do something to hurt her or publicly smear her reputation. It's clear that everyone has their reasons for cheating, but we must understand that infidelity is a form of irresponsibility. If you don't want others to find out, it's best not to do it in the first place. So, stay faithful to your marriage and cherish it. This is the age when most women cheat. 9 out of 10 women want to leave their husbands for another man at this age. Women in this stage of life, if they are unhappy in their marriages, often seek relationships outside of their marriage. Infidelity is a complicated aspect of relationships, often capturing people's attention. Studies have shown that women are most likely to cheat in their 30s, when their careers and family lives are usually more stable. However, they also face family responsibilities and daily life pressures. At this age, many women may feel dissatisfied with their marriages and start seeking new excitement. Exposure to others, along with temptations and psychological urges, also increases the likelihood of infidelity during this period. Reasons why women cheat. The psychological motivations behind women's infidelity are varied. Besides age, factors such as unhappy marriages, emotional dissatisfaction, or the pursuit of novelty can drive women to cheat. For some women, infidelity is a way to escape, or to seek validation and emotional satisfaction. However, it doesn't mean that all women, at every age, will engage in infidelity. Each person's environment and motivations are unique. How to address the risk of infidelity? For women, it's crucial to build a strong marital and family relationship to avoid the risk of infidelity. Here are a few suggestions: communication and understanding. maintain open communication and mutual understanding. Share both partners' needs and emotions, and work together to maintain stability and happiness in the marriage. Care. Invest time and energy in your marriage and family. Pay attention to your partner's emotional needs, and build a meaningful and fulfilling life together. Pursuing personal interests, develop personal hobbies, passions, and career goals to enhance your self-worth and satisfaction in your own life, while reducing dependence on external stimulation. Seeking support. If you face difficulties in your marriage or experience emotional challenges, don't hesitate to seek professional help from marriage counseling or psychological support services. Infidelity in women is a complex and sensitive issue in sexual relationships. Although certain ages may see higher chances of infidelity, each person has their circumstances and motivations. Building a strong marriage and family foundation is the key to preventing dishonesty. By fostering communication, investment, care, and self-development, we can better manage the risk of infidelity. Cherish and maintain your marriage, and work together to build a cooperative, happy, and stable relationship. Confessions of unfaithful women. Most women cheat to fulfill these three needs. Below are the confessions of women who have been unfaithful, most of whom cheated to satisfy these three desires. Society criticizes unfaithful women for abandoning the traditional virtues long held by Vietnamese women. Infidelity is always wrong, but the reality is that many women harbor untold sorrows in their marriages that lead them to seek happiness from someone else. Here are the confessions of unfaithful women and the three main needs they seek to satisfy, to fulfill romantic desires. Ultimately, women are the fairer sex, and regardless of age, they carry within them the desire for beautiful love. They long for romantic love and a marriage that makes them happy for life. However, the reality is that 99% of women lose their sense of romance after getting married. Instead, they become preoccupied with the practicalities of life, money, work, and family responsibilities. While they may still have love and happiness in their marriage, the pressures of life and work often cause them to neglect emotional connections. Husbands, too busy with work, fail to show affection or share household responsibilities, leading to growing emotional distance. Over time, the lack of romance and affection causes women to feel insecure and to seek true love elsewhere. In this search for something new and fresh, they may mistake infatuation for true love. To satisfy vanity and prove their attractiveness, time is an invisible wound for women. As they age, many women feel they lose their youthful beauty. No matter their age, women want to be admired and recognized. They desire to be attractive to others. When their husbands become indifferent, failing to offer compliments or recognition in the marriage, women may feel discouraged. This results in them seeking validation and fulfillment outside the marriage, often leading to an affair to prove their desirability. Additionally, when women reach a certain age, when their children are grown, and their lives are more leisurely, they tend to invest more time in beauty treatments and self-care. This phase often brings about a strong sexual desire, but their husbands, now also aging, may not be able to meet these needs. Women, feeling unfulfilled, may then seek younger, stronger men to satisfy their sexual and emotional desires. To seek a new life. In modern marriages, every couple faces daily pressures and monotony. The repetitive nature of life may cause some women to lose their passion for marriage. Along with financial and work-related pressures, women may become disheartened and start longing for a better life. They may no longer feel affection for their husbands and begin wanting to end the marriage. Everyone desires a prosperous, happy life. However, regardless of the family's financial situation, difficulties are inevitable. When faced with these hardships, women may feel overwhelmed and begin to hope for a new life, hoping to find the right man outside the marriage. But women should be cautious. Love only remains passionate and fresh for a certain period. After that, it settles into a routine. Married couples live together with a sense of duty and commitment. Women should carefully weigh the gains and losses before deciding to step into a new relationship to avoid veering off the path of a stable life. How long can women stay with their lovers? 3 unfaithful women answer honestly. Jessica: if my husband doesn't find out, I'll keep it hidden. I'm 35 years old now, married for 9 years. I never thought I would betray my husband. But after 3 years of marriage, my husband was frequently away for work, and even when he was home, he was emotionally distant. I felt extremely tired and worn out, like a widow in my own marriage. Then I met my lover. He was always there when I needed him, providing emotional support, making me forget the dullness of my marriage. I wanted this affair to last forever, as I still had my husband and my private love on the side. But after just 1 year, my husband found out, and we had to break it off. However, if it hadn't been exposed, I would have stayed with my lover for life. Samantha: if he doesn't leave me, I won't leave him either. The greatest sorrow for women is being married, but not loved by their husbands. Samantha confided that she married her husband because of family pressure. Before marriage, she was quiet and gentle, but after getting married, she became more bold and assertive. At 39, Samantha met a man who was also married but living apart from his wife. He treated her with kindness and care, making her feel what love truly was. Samantha told herself she would always stay by his side. But after 3 years of being together, he wanted to break it off, fearing her husband would find out. He said he couldn't stay in the city anymore and had to return to his wife. No matter how much she begged, it didn't work. Only later did Samantha realize it was just a fleeting illusion, and he had other girlfriends besides her. Hannah: as long as there's money, the relationship will last. I truly had no other choice. Nowadays, when my husband's salary is only 3 million, it's impossible to support the family. One day, I met a man who promised to provide for me fully, as long as I became his silent lover. He was very generous, not only giving me money, but also buying me cosmetics and clothes regularly. I admit that I'm a woman who loves money, and no matter how good a man is, without money, the relationship cannot last. Why do women in affairs want to stay with their lovers long term? Affairs and marriages are 2 entirely different feelings. Emotional needs often outweigh responsibilities. Affairs, whether for men or women, tend to end in tragedy, and they rarely last. If you can't live together, it's better to divorce and free each other rather than deceive your partner out of selfishness. What do women enjoy most about men they cheat with? What do women enjoy in the man they are cheating with? This is likely a question husbands ask themselves whenever they notice strange behavior or suspect their wives are having an affair. The most important thing for women is to have a man who's willing to be there for them, to embrace and comfort them when they are anxious, worried, or overwhelmed. Women, being emotionally driven, are easily moved by affectionate and caring gestures from the third party. Many are attracted to the strength of their lovers, whether it's physical fitness, a loud personality, or leadership qualities. Women like the outward toughness of such men, believing that they don't have to appear strong, because their partner will always protect and shield them. Material fulfillment. Everyone wants a comfortable life without worrying about material needs. The allure of wealth is one of the primary causes of broken marriages. Women have a particular fondness for luxurious things like clothing and jewelry. When they meet a man who loves them and can provide financial security, they may be tempted into an affair. Sexual needs are also important. A woman's sexual needs can be just as high as a man's, though they often suppress or hide these desires. However, when their sexual needs aren't fulfilled over a long period, women may grow bored and unhappy, leading them to seek another man to meet these needs.